association featuring online leagues like the DSR Electric, Blanchard towing and recovering Xfinity, concerns of police survivor.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. If your lawn sprinkler controller is more than 5 years old, give us a shout today. We'll come out and take a look, give you a evaluation, get you set up for a new Wi-Fi enabled smart controller. We can monitor this from our office for you. Give us a shout. We'll come out and take a look. Let's upgrade your controller. It'll save you water. We can save you up to about, we're averaging 47 to 51% with our clients. Feedback we're hearing from us. So give us a shout today. We'll glad to come out and take a peek. Talk to you soon. Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. If you have an outdoor project that we could help you with, we have 0% financing for a year. So if you have a project, you won't be using your money, why not use our money? It doesn't cost you anything. Now's the time to be thinking about that project you always wanted to get done. It might be a lawn sprinkler, might be outdoor lighting, might be drainage, and or maybe outdoor holiday lighting that you need help with. Now's the time to be thinking about that. Give us a call at the office, 410-721-2342, or hit the link below to find out more about TLC's financing options.
TLC is the best in lawn sprinklers, outdoor lighting, holiday lighting, yard drainage, and more. Let us take care of your project. Get your free, no obligation estimate from TLC today.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Hope you guys are enjoying this race. Let's take it down to the booth and get updated on what's going on.
Of the NASRA Blanchard's Towing Xfinity Series. Brady LaBeouf will win the championship and the race in the Butt Kicker 250.
Keith Bradley gets his second championship on the Friday Night Series for the Concerns of Police Survivors Cup Series Season 8. This rookie season, he will win the championship for the Concerns of Police Survivors Cup Series.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
The road to the NASRA 500 continues. We welcome you to coverage of the NASRA Cup Series presented by TLC Incorporated and Premier Racing Setups. We are live at the virtual iRacing simulation that is Chicagoland Speedway for tonight's ServPro 225. 225 miles around this mile and a half Chicagoland Speedway. I'm Wesley Outland, joined alongside his producer, director, and color analyst. He wears a lot of hats. Beagles Dean Hopton, my buddy up in Australia. How you doing, my friend? And we're ready to see the final race before we prepare for the week of the NASRA 500. But in addition to that, literally the season's winding down for the road to the playoffs as well.
Good evening, welcome everybody. Glad to be back in the booth with you again there, Mr. Wesley, the best in the business. Of course, as you'd mentioned, Chicagoland will round up the regular season and then we're off to the playoffs. After the NASRA 500 course, a big week that we're all in preparation for, looking forward to it, 3rd to the 8th. And we're back to Daytona again, but this time for the playoffs for the Cup Series.
That's exactly right, and obviously if you look up on the top of rounds 13 to 16 here tonight at Chicagoland, we finally have a repeat winner, and if you look at it, it has been the drivers from Argentina, Mr. Octavio Rondaletto and Latoro Lamperti from Argentina have won the last 3 races. And again, now they're not full-time competitors, Dean. However, they are the driver, and Rondaletto was, to be the first repeat winner of the season finally.
Those Argentines are really pushing it, aren't they? They're really doing the job done in all the leagues across in NASRA that they're a part of, so that's absolutely fantastic. Let's take a look at those point standings at the moment. These are the ones that we mentioned. A lot of drivers locked into this one for the NASRA Cup Series, so it's fantastic. 5 of them currently at the moment, from Michael Larch down to Jeff Merck, but everybody's pretty close on that bubble for those cutoff points.
Yeah, we're looking at all of that right now, and obviously, if you're right now in the top 10, I think you're okay. If you've got a lock, obviously, we've got, 6 drivers that have not been, or actually are full-time competitors that have locked themselves into the playoffs. But if you're in the top, 12 to 20, you've got a shot. 5 points, the cutoff line between Robert Walton and Greg Viale. 10 points for Tyler Truex. So we're going to definitely be watching this and keep an eye and see how things develop, no doubt. Ready to go racing here at Chicagoland. Here's the starting lineup. I know it says Pulse Poppers 210. We'll make an adjustment on that. It actually is the ServPro 225. We'll give you the race analysis here in a moment. Jonathan Cofield from Alabama. Go Auburn. They're playing right now. Michael Larch on the front row. Greg Viale on the cut line, as we mentioned, will start 3rd. And Chase Albright to the outside. Matthew Garrett, Brian Chu will make up row number 3. Robert Walton and Andrew Alzewski, he's looking for a win. He'll start 8th. Jacob Reeves, the redneck announcer, will be starting 9th. He's normally in the booth with me. He's driving in the Cup Series. And Graham, North Carolina's Bo Tiffany, he's starting 10th. Matthew Robinson and Jeffrey Johnson II is row number 6. Your first 12 cars there, Dean.
Yeah, Brandon Schumann will be in 13th there, along with Joshua Sush, and then Joshua Rodriguez, not a law firm. There's 2 drivers with the Justin Clapper, so that 3 times Joshua, Justin, and Joshua. Buzzy Mongold and the boss man Cody Knott alongside him, Dean Galliano and Brandon Bradford, the double B there with Joshua Connerer and Matt Holmes. Tristan Bruce, the fan favourite, along with Jeff Merck, the man that pulls all the facial reactions, 24th. Jackson Wade and Tony Burlington will wrap it all up there, my friend, because they're about to get ready to go rolling around the track there, Wes.
Let's take a look at the race details for tonight's ServPro 225 here at Chicagoland. 147 laps will be the total distance. We'll race into stage number 1. It'll go to lap number 30. Glass Mechanics stage number 2 will take us to lap number 70. Caution flags will be displayed, presented by ServPro at the end of every stage. Then they race their way back for the third and final stage to lap number 147. They're being given 4 sets of tires. That is the set on the car now, plus 3 more on the pit lane. Fuel capacity for the Cup cars are at 75%. There will be 3 attempts at a green-white checker if need be for overtime.
Thank you very much for that, Wes. We've got a couple of the drivers with their cams. I think we have one more that just turned up day late, dollar short, but you might not get it. But we have the Joshua and the Justin Clabber, and they're pretty much close side by side as well, too. Running back in 14th and 15th. They're our driver cams for this evening. No Jeff Merck cam, so sorry about that for everybody that loves to tune in to watch Jeff Merck drive.
By the way, clarification on something. I believe we were saying that Daytona will be the start of the playoffs. It will not be. We're racing Chicagoland tonight. Then we take off, obviously, for the NASRA 500 Speed Week all next week, Monday through Saturday on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. In addition to that, then when we come back for the Cup Series, it will be at Daytona. That is the final points race of the schedule. Then, on February the 19th, the Sweet 20 playoffs begin at Las Vegas. Just want to give you that clarification. Thank you, by the way, to somebody in the chat box for also giving me that information. I'm Wesley Outland. Hit me a like and a follow. Of course, all more details at weslyoutland.com. And NASRA Racing is now a new website, the North American Sim Racing Association.com. They come to the TLC restart zone for the green flag. We're underway here at Chicagoland.
Let's listen to him roar, Wes.
Crank it up on the start. Hopefully we don't get a caution. Here they come off turn 4. 1 lap in the ServPro 225. Give the opening jump to Alabama's Jonathan Cofield. And as Auburn Tigers, his favorite team, is number 1 in the nation in college basketball, he leads the field on the opening lap here at Chicagoland.
He's got a massive gap already, but the big blanket you want to be thrown over this evening would be the likes of Chase Albright, Greg Veal, Michael Larch, and Matthew Garnett. They're all going battling it for it too for now. Really utilizing the track, maybe looking 3 wide very soon there, Wes.
Look at this massive jam session coming off of turn 4 down to the tri-oval from the bottom of the apron up to the top of the safer barrier. There's Albright. That's Viel on the inside. Viel's got company with Garrett and Larch right there behind them as well. All this happening as they hit the backstretch. It looks like they're fighting for the last lap at the start here in Chicago into 3.
Well, I think they're all fighting trying to catch Caulfield up the road, as you can see at the moment. Matthew is here, the man from New Jersey, and they are utilizing the track. A little bumpy coming out there. There's that fence you can see. At the moment, Chase Albright has a little tangle into it. And, well, that's okay. It's allowed. Greg Veal making some maneuvers, my friend. That fence is a good dancing partner, my friend. Just ask it nicely for a dance first before you take it and rip it by the arm.
Chicagoland Speedway, though it is a track today that NASCAR does not compete on, it is a 1.5-mile facility located in Joliet, Illinois. As up the racetrack goes Garrett. I want my MTV. That's for the colors he's sporting on the car from Dire Straits. The man out of New Jersey falling out of line. Got to get back in line with the Camaro now on the bottom. And by the way, Chicagoland.
Jacob goes loosey-goosey.
We got trouble. Reeves in the wall. Jacob Reeves stacks up the field behind him. Garrett in the middle of this battle. So is also Suss, Garland, Gagliano, all holding it together as they're almost 3 wide, 2 rows deep off 4.
They are 3 wide, Wes. They've elected to go that like that. But there's a bit of dooring going on from the door banging download man himself. as he got up high into the fence, but they're trying to sneak on past him, build that speed back up there for the 57 machine, and he's trying desperately, as well as Matthew dropping a couple of places, 8 positions there for Matthew. There's Jacob. This is where it is. This is the hot zone right now, my friend. This is where you want to be if you're in a race car driver, or perhaps maybe not. But anyway, you have no choice. You're stuck in the middle with them.
What a save for those drivers just a moment ago. Now, let me give an overview one more time of the track dimensions. Hopefully, nothing will happen this go-around. Track is located in Joliet, Illinois, just outside of Chicago, known as the Windy City. It's 1.5 miles, 2.4 kilometer paved oval. 18 degrees of banking in the corners in turns 1, 2, 3, and 4. 11 degrees of banking on the front stretch. 5 degrees on the back straightaway. The backstretch is a single continuous curve instead of a straight line. That's something else that's also rather unique about this racetrack here at Chicagoland as they work off that 18 degrees of banking from the gyro cam of Jacob Reeves. You see how it flattens out, and there it is, noticing how it arcs. It never is a straightaway. You're always turning here at Chicagoland going to 3.
It's like that roller coaster ride that never straightens, isn't it there, Jacob? Wesley. Now I'm calling you Jacob. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're watching Jacob, of course. Joshua Rodriguez up 8 places. So give it to the old number 3 machine. Number 3 seem to be fast, aren't they? We do know that Trish and Bruce usually sport the number 3 machine, but tonight he's racing with 23 machine. And there it is. Some new graphics for us. We can actually show some of the drivers' helmets like that, too. We can also show the car, but you can see the car.
Oh, yeah. And those are just some of the bells and whistles. That's right. Some of the bells and whistles, some of the special graphics and more that we plan to obviously fully unveil beginning next Monday night in the road to the NASRA 500 presented by the Glass Mechanic. Jacob Reeves, myself, and Dean Hopton will be bringing it to you all 5 nights. Actually, 6 nights for that matter.
Well, we'll be bringing it to you on a day that ends in Y, Wesley. Yeah. So
yeah,
just tune into a day that ends in Y, and you can definitely get
only on the day that ends in Y. By the way, the backstretch vernacular is a singular, continuous curve.
It is too, isn't it? Let's have a look at it. You can see it here at the moment.
Yeah, watch it. Look at right there.
You can't see the wall straight down. You should be able to see the wall straight down, but you see it's always curving. It's like the Earth, isn't it? It just never stops curving.
He is here with 10 complete to get to lap number 30. Working lap 11, 10 completed. Coatfield.
Look at Clapper fighting the steering wheel at the moment. Look at that. He's even got the pictures in the background there. He's loving it. He can see the action, but I don't think he's going to turn his head at the moment to look back and see our broadcast there. But Justin Clapper getting into it right now. He's got the Mania Club there. He's currently running 1 place up there, 63 machine. There he is.
Yeah, Justin, whatever you do, don't turn around. Fighting the wheel on that man out of Manahawkin, New Jersey, the 63, in that gaggle of traffic right there as they work their way in the top 15. Reeves, Bruce in front of him. All this happening now as Clapper works to the bottom of the apron of the racetrack. And now Bruce and Reeves go side by side. Holmes in that battle also as they work 4 cars into the corner, top 15 into turn 2.
Absolutely fantastic racing so far, and let's not jinx it there, Wesley. I mean, we have not had any cautions, because we will have a caution at lap 30 if we get there. We're getting close to halfway. Side-by-side racing, absolutely fantastic. Of course, Jacob gets a chance out there between his work. He's been in the doors of everybody here this evening. He's literally taken the door banging download to the track there, but he hasn't turned anybody. Somebody in the inside apron there. That's a 63.
Coatfield in the lead.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Look at this. Well, yeah, they're swapping spots now. Let's look on the outside.
It's Brucey.
There goes the 96. Look on the bottom, Gagliano. That's Jackson Wade, Tristan Bruce. In the middle of this race car sandwich, working off the front stretch. Wade will clear the 23.
Yeah, Caulfield with the big gap up the road there still. That's why we haven't pointed the cameras to those drivers. And what happens when you get too far away from everybody is that we don't show you too often. We're going to keep an eye peeled on where the action is, and the action currently is down here. And we're talking about squabbling over for 14th, 15th, and so forth. But that's where it's at the moment. And you know For a fact there, Wesley, you've commentated many races over your many years. Not that many, but many years. And you know that for a fact.
29 years.
There you go. You can be in a good place. Doesn't matter. Back here is always a good place to get the race win later on, of course. Maybe that stage break might be slipping through your fingers, but you never know what's going to happen for caution. We have 140 big ones to go. And let's see how it pans out.
The key is as well, like you said, this is a pretty lengthy race right now. So patience is key. Only midway through the first stage.
Here's Bo. He's back. Bo is back.
Bo Tiffany. Good to see Bo Tiffany back. I know he was scheduled for surgery. And it was going to put him sidelined for a while. Good to see our buddy originally from Corning, New York, now from Mebane or Graham, North Carolina, right in the Piedmont of the 8540 corridor in North Carolina, joining us back again. That's VL. There's Albright, Larch, Rodriguez, Tiffany now trying to get into the top 5. Big gaggle of traffic. He's in amongst working on 4. Well, we got one on the wall.
Oh, we have one on the wall there, Wes. Yep. Who's that?
Was that Bruce? I think it was.
Go back. It's Matthew, maybe.
No. MTV. Garrett's in trouble. Way off the pace, the 19.
There he is.
And still trying to save the car. Matthew Garrett free falling like lyrics to the Tom Petty song that probably played on MTV back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. He wants his MTV. He wants his car to get back up to full speed. 3 wide. You got the FedEx 35, FedEx 11. That's a throwback to Denny Hamilton, isn't it, if I'm not mistaken now? I'm getting used to this. I know, Wesley, you'll be commentating. We'll be commentating. And you and Jacob will be a part of that big Bowman clash coming up, of course, and tune into that one. Fantastic. We've got the media pass as well, too, right, Wesley? So we are officially allowed to do this.
Yeah, we certainly are, man.
Thank you for
obviously,
that, too.
You're very welcome. We'll have coverage on Motorsports Mania Network. Beginning Saturday afternoon with qualifying and the heat races, or practice in the heat races for the Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray. And then that all culminates to Sunday night for the race at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. Motorsports Mania Network. If you've not hit it on YouTube, give them a like and subscribe. And that'll be the best way to cover the action. Now, obviously, the cool thing is we're going to actually be kind of doing a radio style. We're not going to be able to show live video, per the TV bylaws, but we are still going to call the race in real time and looking forward to it. In addition to that, IndyCar and Formula One when their seasons begin as well. Cofield the leader,
and the trucks too. Actually,
second.
I just got one of the. He's British, but he commentates a lot of races on another network, and James is super stoked. He wants to do all the truck series, all minus one, I think. So that's how's that, mate? We got almost everything happening.
BL, Albright, Larch, Rodriguez, top 5. 21 completed right now. As we come to the end of stage 1, closing in here.
There's Caulfield.
Had a little scare.
He's had everything, hasn't he, since the start?
Yeah, man, he's just pulled up in front. He's got a second and a half. 1.34 seconds, actually. 3 seconds back on Albright.
Caulfield of late has just, since the break, a short break that we had over the Christmas period, has just been on fire. He's absolutely been improving across all the leagues that he's been racing here in the NASRA network. I just don't know, what it is, what he had. Did he have his Wheaties for breakfast? I don't know. Did he have a Vegemite sandwich, perhaps, and for the first time and go, wow, this is all I need to go quicker? All right, there it is. We'll go back further because Bo Tiffany's back and Joshua Rodriguez is on a rampage, 9 positions gained.
He's figured out this track, no doubt, here in the early going. And right now, up in front, looking good. Into 3 and 4. Correction on the back straightaway. This is Brian Chu, Fort Myers, Florida driver.
I have
to 51.
Question that there, Wesley. It can't really be a straightaway, can it, if there's no straight?
No. Like I told you earlier, the correct vernacular is a singular, continuous curve.
Yeah. So it's not a straightaway. It's a curve away. There we go. We're going to get
closing in on
technical.
120 laps to go here. We're in stage one. It has flew by rather swiftly, closing in on 5 remaining when they come back to the line in stage one here at Chicagoland.
Bo's up 5. Josh Rodriguez is up 9. Chase and Greg Vale, then P2 and P3 are up 1 each. About a second gap to Jonathan Caulfield is looking good. 4 laps to go to take the stage 1 break, which we will go to our first caution, believe it or not. On touch wood, that will be our first caution, ServPro caution for the ServPro 225 here at Chicagoland, as you mentioned. Sweet home Chicago. And sweet stage points for Mr. Caulfield if he keeps us up.
Laps winding down in this first stage. They thunder off of turn 4 into the tri-oval. There's Alzewski. Of course, that Denny Hamlin number 11 throwback car.
I want to pick your brain for that a little bit later on. Of course, when we get into a stage break, we get to chat to some of the drivers. But I wanted to pick your brain. Big battle for P3 here as to who's your pick. I guess we'll talk about that on Motorsports Mania there, my friend. We'll keep this to the NASRA Cup Series about who will win the NASCAR Cup Series. But, yeah, we'll keep that to something separate because it's getting exciting here. Couple of laps to go here for this man, Jonathan Caulfield, 58. He has not got it on pole. This is why putting a car on pole does make a difference, especially when it comes to stage ones.
And easily out in front. I mean, literally just no competition around him whatsoever. Literally just dominating the first stage as he comes down to the line. It'll be now 2 remaining.
2 to go. Yep. All aboard the Jonathan Caulfield train. He is definitely the engine that's powering the rest of the field around this track, and we'll have to go back quickly to the likes of this hurdle here now. So that P3 may have much been decided unless Chase Albright can get past Michael Larch, but big squabble here still has been.
That's Schumann. That's Schumann up on the outside of the Dr. Pepper machine, the 52. That's Alzewski. Oh, correction, that's actually that's no.
Oh no, that's
Andrew.
Well, that's a back marker, I think, Wes.
Yeah, that's, I believe, another back marker car in the way of this battle going on. Car number 60, that's Jeff Merck. Jeff Merck not having a good night tonight.
No, he's lapped down already there, the old Merckster. So there it is. But
well, that
this
goes
man,
on.
Yeah.
Here comes Jonathan Caulfield working off of turn number 4. He'll see the first ServPro caution of the race. When everyone crosses the line, he'll win stage 1 of the ServPro 225 for the NASRA Cup Series here at Chicagoland. Caution is out. It is the first caution of the race, and Caulfield flagged the flag in stage number 1. Caulfield, VL, Larch, Tiffany, Albright, Alzewski, top 5 along with Schumann, Robinson, Chu, and Rodriguez.
And that's not a law firm. That's just absolutely fantastic Cup drivers here. And, of course, we have to thank the man, don't we, Wesley? So I think we'll quickly go over to do that because without Bob, we wouldn't have the fantastic TLC sponsor for that one, though, Wesley. So what do you reckon what Bob's got to say? I reckon you can get something done.
Pace car is going to catch the field. Caulfield, winner of stage number 1 here at Chicagoland. And here's a word from our buddy, Mr. Bob Carr and TLC Incorporated. We're back in a moment.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. If you have an outdoor project that we could help you with, we have 0% financing for a year. So if you have a project, you won't be using your money, why not use our money? It doesn't cost you anything. Now's the time to be thinking about that project you always wanted to get done. It might be a lawn sprinkler, might be outdoor lighting, might be drainage, and or maybe outdoor holiday lighting that you need help with. Now's the time to be thinking about that. Give us a call at the office, 410-721-2342, or hit the link below to find out more about TLC's financing options.
TLC is the best in lawn sprinklers, outdoor lighting, holiday lighting, yard drainage, and more. Let us take care of your project. Get your free, no obligation estimate from TLC today.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Hope you guys are enjoying this race. Let's take it down to the booth and get updated on what's going on.
Jonathan Cofield, winner of stage number 1 of the ServPro 225. And if that wasn't enough, he came down to the pit lane as the leader. He exits pit road as the leader as we move into stage number 2 at the next green flag. Welcome back to coverage from Chicagoland. And speaking of Jonathan Cofield, we're going to grab a word with him right now and get his thoughts after winning stage 1, looking for a win in the NASRA Cup Series and a very solid run for the driver for Blue Line Racing. Cofield joins us. Jonathan, great job. Good run. Probably one of the best stages I've seen you run on NASRA actually ever, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was a pretty good run. Trying to save the tires a little bit. The setup's a little loose. Having to like 3/4 throttle it off the corners. A lot of guys having problems with it, just stepping out on them. So yeah, tire management's definitely going to be a big thing. Tried to get out a little bit ahead, and then I kind of backed it down a little bit. Started getting a little loose in the bottom of 3 and 4 there, and I moved up a lane. I hit a bump and I about wrecked, but luckily I saved it.
Really good, strong car, staying out in front. Obviously, want to continue the same for stage 2, right?
Oh, definitely. Gonna give it our best shot.
Well, thanks for your time. Blue Line Racing driver from Alabama. That's Jonathan Cofield. Getting ready for.
What do you got tigers on your helmet there for?
Auburn. It's Auburn Tigers. He's got an Auburn Tiger helmet on.
Hey.
He loves his Auburn Tigers. I think
We're
they just
spying in
won
on
a
you, mate.
basketball game.
Yeah.
I think they just won a basketball game, and Alabama's playing now. So.
Yeah, I haven't had time to watch yet.
Well, I done spoiled it. I'm sorry.
We'll have to let him go, mate. We're about to go green.
Appreciate it.
That's, of course, Jonathan Cofield. Ready to bring him to green flag. TLC, restart zone. And ladies and gentlemen, back to it at Chicagoland. This is stage 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic at the ServPro 225. This, by the way, will take us all the way to lap number 70. So it's about a 35-lap run under green.
And I thank you for mentioning that as well, but too, Wesley. We'll let it know, everybody out there, in case you're wondering where the number 10 position is. It's kind of like one of those elevators there when you get rid of 13, to floor 13 or something like that. We've done it here at the NASRA Cup Series. We got rid of like an unlucky number 10. And that's just a little technical issue we'll resolve. Thank you very much for bringing that one up there. Currently at the moment,
anybody even noticed it if I wouldn't have said anything?
No,
right?
you wouldn't have noticed it. But then again, we have to let people know. I noticed it. Justin Clapper notices it because he's in P10.
He is in 10, but he's not showing on the scoring pylon.
Yeah, you're invisible, Justin Clapper. So just go ahead and ghost your way through the rest of the cars. You'll be fine.
He says, "Don't make me laugh." On board with the man from New Jersey.
Go forward.
New Jersey.
Go forward. I dare you. I double dare you. It's a ServPro 225, yes, Wesley, sir. And we've had only one caution for a stage break. We have not yet had an accident at all on the track to cause caution for the ServPro.
Right. So we've been having fun. As here comes now Tiffany and Albright side by side. Robinson thinking about getting into that little scuffle down into the bottom of the one. Cloud cover now over the racetrack. That's going to be interesting to see how that can change the outcome of the race.
Oh, we got snow in the horizon, exactly. So in about 5 minutes, I believe there's going to be a massive snowstorm. I think it'll be the sickest snow at the moment. Wesley, of course, it's not going to happen.
Oh, my goodness. It's a wind speed calm, and it's 92 degrees. I wish it was 92 degrees again.
Robin out there in the chat's getting super excited out there. Thank you very much, Robin. Mark Colefield's out there as well too. Christian Bruce, the usual suspects, and we appreciate you tuning in. Of course, make sure you probably have hit that like and subscribe button before, but like this, if you haven't, because this is the first time you're watching the Cup Series for the finale race of the regular season. Bo Tiffany's back, and Bo Tiffany's back on the force too.
Doing really good with Cofield back up in front. But BL right behind him, followed by Larch. On board with Bo Tiffany. Albrecht's in front of him. That's the 49 as they go back and sell into 1 and 2. You're seeing some of the graphics, and again, there's going to be a whole lot of more cool bells and whistles when Dean, Jacob, and I get you set for the NASRA 500 Speed Week. I can't believe it. It starts next Monday. Get signed up if you've not already done so. I talked to Cody Knott last night, Jacob Reeves. There is already close to 160 drivers committed for the NASRA 500, and you know there's going to be some late people at the last moment sign up for it.
Oh, a little slow coming out of the corner. You're absolutely right about that one, and it'll probably get close to 200. They will allow late entries, believe it or not.
Up till, I was told, up until Sunday night. Sunday night, registration closes. So if you're listening or you're watching the broadcast, you have up, if you're planning to run the NASRA 500, you have up till Sunday night at midnight to get registered, because they said they had to cut off registration, Dean, because obviously that's how we get all of our media packets put together for our broadcast crew with the driver entry list, the names, all of the statistics we need.
Yes,
so
sir.
Midnight, Sunday night, midnight, registration closes for the NASRA 500.
We like to be like Boy Scouts. We like to get everything ready and prepared, of course, as professional as possible. It's the big one. It's the 500. We're doing it here for the first time on NASRA. It used to be done on Podium, but we're going to make it bigger and better. We have a stacked entry field that you mentioned. Why not? If you can get out there and you can put some quick laps around Daytona, spend a little bit of coin. What is it? The entry fee is not that much, 30-something bucks and change, to win a potential $2K for a race win. You don't know. There could be a big pile up at the end, isn't it? And your car just goes zooming on by and go, thank you very much, gentlemen. I've just won Daytona 500. Just by being in it, Wes. Just by being in it, mate.
That's right. That's
You never
right.
know.
And remember, there's also going to be, if you have a bad night on Monday, you want to buy your way back in, you can do like drag racing, buy back to get back in for the another night. So
kind of like what Formula 1 drivers do to get in, if you got rich parents to get into racing.
That's right.
Yeah.
4 nights. 4 nights will consist of 3 30-lappers, 75 miles each. The top 3 transfer into the duels on Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, and then everyone else from 4th on back goes to the last chance race. You can try to race your way back in a following night if you choose to do the buyback, if you will. We will, again, have 4 nights of the 3 75-mile, 30-lap races. Top 3 transfer again into the duels. Everyone else goes to a last chance qualifier. Friday night is the last chance qualifier night, which will consist, I believe, of 4 50-lappers. And those 50-lappers will determine, I think, the top 17 transfer into the duels. The duels will be ran on Saturday afternoon or morning, and then at 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 Central, the NASRA 500 presented by Glass Mechanic. That's all coming up next week as we go back towards lap 50 here at Chicagoland. Cofield is in the lead. There's this big wad of traffic right behind him. Malzewski, Clapper, followed by Rodriguez, Schumann.
Oh, loosey-goosey. Goes to 11.
Alzewski pushed out a line. Clapper will capitalize on him. Here comes Bruce on the inside of the 11. He might go 3 wide. Thought about it. Nope.
Yep, there he is. A little tank slapper in the fence as well, too, from Andrew. He's trying to pick up that speed at the moment. And, Danny Hamilton livery trying to regain his composure and get back up at his speed. He's still hovering around P11. That's not too bad. Hey, the 11 is in 11th place there. So the irony. That's the word I was looking for. Not the humanity. Oh, the humanity.
Oh, the humanity. Yes, sir.
So, inside apron,
Look
51. Who's that?
Yeah, that's Brian Chu, man, all the way down to the bottom of the apron, and you can race that way here in Chicagoland.
It's sweet.
When they come to the line, it'll be 50 laps completed, 20 remaining in Glass Mechanic Stage 2 here for the TLC NASRA Cup Series presented by Premier Racing Setups and tonight's ServPro 225.
And big sponsors, of course, being a part of the Big 500. There's still some sponsorship opportunities out there, so if you want to get your company out there or your business or anything like that to get some exposure, of course, I'll be proud to slap your graphics up there in the screen and promote your business as much as possible. We will, of course, Wesley. You got two of the best voices in the business of Wesley and Jacob. They'll be calling all these races and shouting out your company name, perhaps, if you want to see some of those last-minute sponsor opportunities. Talk to Brady and Cody.
Yeah, and I will tell you this. I believe Timothy Hammond is probably going to join us from time to time as a special driver analyst for the NASRA 500. I was kind of told a little bit of that last night. So
Excellent.
Looking forward to Timothy Hammond, super great guy.
Yep, you need
Always
that.
enjoy,
Well, Wesley, you don't drive. We know Jacob does, so we give you that driver commentator analysis, and it's good to hear it from another voice as well, too, sharing the booth, because it'll be a lot of busy week at the moment. Joshua Rodriguez and Matthew Robinson at it again, too, for now. It's like two children you try to separate from a playfield fight, isn't it, at school. Sent to the principal's office, and they continue back to battle, but of course they're battling with space between them. Social distancing in 2025. No, the fence right now, too, for the 41. That was Matthew. It's up to you.
Right there, right behind that number 3, Rodriguez. Here comes Matthew Robinson up on the top side.
Oh!
Contact, and they still stay in forward momentum between Robinson and Schumann. And here comes Bruce up the outside as well.
Yeah, Bruce is thinking, okay, you guys want to battle, go for a head. Just go tank slapping each other like a Days of Thunder style into the fence. And I'll just sneak on through. He's through the middle at the moment. He's sending it, my friend. He's on the phone calling a Cardassian plastic surgery and saying, I'm going to get my nose chopped off if I don't get this one pulled off. And here we go. This is Argy Bargy. Saves it. Brilliant, Wesley.
And Bruce now losing ground with that pack that was just racing again. 3 wide. Holmes in the middle, in the 5. Albright right there as well.
That's
Albright.
Yeah. Go ahead, my friend.
Oh, it's just getting so exciting here now, seeing them coming to the end of this second stage, and you could just feel the electricity building, amping up, as these guys are definitely going to get a little more impatient, and they know they got to get to the front. As here comes now Robinson, Matt Robb, they call him, on the outside, battling with Johnson on the bottom.
This is where the action's been, isn't it? Really from 7th down there. Not too much there. We've got Jonathan Caulfield checking out up the road there, 1.6 seconds and change. But there's the battle here. We're going to go up to the battle further up there. You got Jackson Wade, Andrew Olasky, Brandon Schumann. Brian Chu has just been in the mix there all night long so far. The 51 you can see on the outside. Andrew's also been in the spotlight this evening, my friend. He's looking to go to Broadway if he continues this action up.
Off of 4. Alzewski, remember what happened to him earlier? Lost a big ground of momentum and position up ahead. Now he's right here with these guys battling again. Almost 3 wide. They will try to go 3 wide. Holmes, the car on the outside. Clears by him. 3 wide. We're still 4 wide now, even though one's all the way to the bottom of the apron with Brian Chu.
Yeah, the cameraman, the blip camera, can't even pick them up. That's how far they're using this track limits. Absolutely. Little tank slapper into the fence there from Tristan Bruce, but he lives to see another day. A lot of these drivers are pushing the limits, trying to get maximum speed, maximum acceleration, and maximum downforce to get overtakes done. It's not easy, but they're trying their absolute best.
This is the NASRA Cup Series, presented by TLC Incorporated and Premier Racing Setups. We're going to go side by side real quickly. We'll stay with you as we're closing in to the end of Stage 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic. Thanks to, again, Premier Racing Setups. Mention NASRA in your checkout. Get 15% off your order. 15% goes back into NASRA as well. By the way, North American Sim Racing Association, all worded, is the new website. North American Sim Racing Association, the new website for NASRA. As they work their way off the corner, off 4, Cofield has stretched out the lead for second by 1 1/4 seconds now. 1 3/4 over Larch in third. Almost 2.5 seconds back. Look at this now battle going on for 5th. Rodriguez and Clapper. They go side by side to the back straightaway.
Yeah, Clapper as well too. He's got Mania Club on his wall. He's got Mania Club everywhere. And he's doing his absolute best to get past Joshua Rodriguez for that all-important battle. 10 positions gained that they're sharing between these drivers make that 9 and 11, but still, and Andrew Oleski in the background lurking, ready to seize an opportunity. These drivers make a mistake.
Clapper up high. Here comes also now Wade in the mix. Jackson Wade, the orange, black, and red. 96 on the back door of Alzewski. Clapper and Rodriguez in front of them now battle side by side out 4.
A little slide into the cars. There's a little bumping and grinding.
One got into the fence. Somehow they saved it. I think it was Clapper in 63.
Watch out for Brucey too. He wants to join this party at the moment. He says, "Where's my invitation?" The man from North Carolina, and he's getting it. He's getting the speed, he's getting the toe, he's getting the draft. He's joined this party. This is the exciting part of the race right now. We're looking at 5th down. And this is where it's at with a handful of laps remaining. Not too much happening at the front of the timesheet there. You can see Caulfield and Vale just down the road there. Bo Tiffany putting a bit of pressure on Greg. We'll go to that action soon. But just want to see something. I got a feeling that something's going to happen here tonight, Wes.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe for the NASRA 360 Racing Network, especially for next week in the NASRA 500. The biggest event ever of NASRA. It's not a race, it is an event. Hope you plan to join us for it. Cofield in the lead. VL, followed by Tiffany, Larch, Clapper, top 5. Alzewski trying to get in the top 5. Wade's want to get there as well. Up on the outside, you see he's in the wall from the back camera of Clapper. And here comes Alzewski on the bottom to go around the 63.
So does Big Al get the job done? Not quite yet. In the inside apron, you can see the speed everywhere. We'll go back and have a look at from Tristan Bruce's perspective because he can see everything that's happening. He's got a car to his right, so he won't go straight up to the fence. There he is. And I know the Tristan Bruce fans out there will be super excited to see that. I love his helmet as well, too. He's really getting into the 80s retro theme of that one there, Wes.
Tristan Bruce on the bottom. Now Wade, side by side. Closing in on lap number 65 complete. And 5 remaining in stage number 1. They'll work lap number 70 to end the stage. Big thanks again to Glass Mechanic. Back to 1.
Who are sponsoring the
leader,
main 500. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, the NASRA 500. I was going to say, Jonathan Cofield, nowhere in sight of any of this racing going on now as we're on board with Schumann.
Yep, we'll show that track map at the moment to see currently where Justin Clapper, Jonathan Caulfield is. There he is. Really maximizing the track limits. Goes in right into the apron, brings us straight out to the wall, comes back in again. Maybe taking care of those tires a little bit. 2 laps to go there. We'll get that pit stop coming up soon, the stage break, because it will go to a caution. There he is, so he's looking comfortable. A couple laps up his sleeve to go. Big gap down to this man, Greg. Then you go down to Bo Tiffany, supporting the TLC colors as well. And that the TLC colors, my apologies, Joshua Suss. He's supporting Bob's fantastic sponsorship of this event. But still, this is where the hot zone is, Wes.
And the action has been so exciting. Coming off of turn 4 is Clapper again into the wall. Bruce up on the outside. Wants to capitalize. 2 for 1 up on the outside. Here he comes. Wade protects the bottom.
Not just yet, but it ain't over yet. Tristan Bruce is a fighter, and he's certainly getting there. 17 positions gained and 18 positions gained by these two. Looking good.
And now Bruce up on the... Yeah, Bruce on the outside now. Look at this. Now they get single file, working to the line. This is now working the final lap of stage number 2 here at Chicagoland. The lap is almost over, actually. Jonathan Cofield is already coasted it through 3 and 4. That's how big of a lead he's got. Dominated stage 1 here at Chicagoland. Does the same in the dose stage. Stage 2 goes to Alabama's Jonathan Cofield.
He is getting it job done tonight. He is absolutely dominating Chicago. He's dominated that by a 1.6 second gap there over everybody else. Once again, he's just finding something in Chicagoland that the other drivers have yet to find there. So what is your secret, Mr. Caulfield? Maybe Caulfield Supplying and Service. It's on his 58 truck car.
Stage 2 completed on ServPro caution number 2 out at the ServPro 225. Fire, water, cleanup, and restoration. ServPro making anything that needs to be restored look completely brand new again. Quick break. We'll grab somebody to talk to. Maybe the thoughts of Tiffany returning back to NASRA after surgery. He's in 3rd. We're back next.
Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time. Drivers, start your engines!
TLC is the best in lawn sprinklers, outdoor lighting, holiday lighting, yard drainage, and more. Let us take care of your project. Get your free, no obligation estimate from TLC today.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Hope you guys are enjoying this race. Let's take it down to the booth and get updated on what's going on.
2 stages completed. Working now, stage 3. Welcome back to the ServPro 225 for the TLC Incorporated NASRA Cup Series presented by Premier Racing Setups. Dean Hopton, I'm Wesley Outland. Let's grab now Bo Tiffany, who is currently in 3rd, had a comfortable race so far in the top 5. And Bo, obviously, welcome back. Glad to see that you're doing well since your surgery.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It's been a fun race so far. It's good racing. This car gets a little bit of a handful there towards the end of the run, but so far, so fun.
So you had a surgery, obviously. I don't want you to go into all the details, but what kind of a surgery did you have, and how uncomfortable or how better do you feel now since that surgery's done for you to be able to race?
So I had some cartilage repair and a little bit of other surgery in the knee. I still am walking on crutches and still can't drive a street car, but I can manage to slide into rig, have my wife put my shoes on, and I still got a brace from, my thigh to my ankle. But I can bend it enough to push the gas pedal.
There you go. Whatever it takes, right, Dean?
Hey, absolutely. That's soldiering on there, bro, Tiffany. Good on you, and especially if you're racing the big guns here in P3 and 7 positions gained, so keep up the good work. You're only 2 places away from perhaps your race win, and even injured Bo recovering can get the job done.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. It's been good racing. It's good setup. I mean, it's a little bit to handle after 15 laps, as you guys could see, but so far we're having some fun.
There you go. Thanks for your time, Bo. Good luck the rest of the way. I got a feeling the third stage is going to get pretty wild, ain't it?
Yeah, and when you guys get done, can you throw me back down in Gundog?
I certainly will. Yes, sir. Oh, Tiffany, thanks for his time. And we get ready for the third and final stage. It is 74 down as they come back to the green. Ready to take this to the finish. Lap 74 to 147. Get those sprinklers a spinning in the TLC restart zone. We're underway. Let's get them underway for stage 3. Back to green. Let's see what Cofield will do. He has dominated the first 2 stages, and we crank it up at Chicago again. One car with an issue. Rodriguez in the 3 on pit lane as they all fight it out to run down Cofield again to the back straightaway off 2.
Oh, Tiffany, all right, took the advantage of getting in the dooring in at the moment there of Greg Vail. And there it is, my friend. And he's getting that position. He had to muscle his way through there, but certainly did. He says, hey, you know, I'm on crutches, all right? So just give me a break here. I'm doing my best, and he certainly is.
Fairly quiet first couple of stages here at the ServPro 225. That's now Cofield back again in front. Tiffany second. Vail third. Alzewski and Larch right there working single file off the corner. Always fun times on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. On Monday night, it's the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series. Tuesday night, Blanchard's Towing Xfinity, NASRA Cup tonight. Hot Lap Podcast with Tyler, Brady, and Cody on Thursdays. And the NASRA C.O.P.S Truck Series on Friday night. Season 10 coming up after the NASRA 500 on Valentine's Day. February 14th, The Clash. Make sure you join them. And by the way, I forgot to mention, Dean, join Jacob and me tomorrow night for the re-airing of the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series race that was scheduled for Monday at Atlanta. Due to some technical difficulties, we were not able to air it. It will be aired in its entirety tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, regular time as always for NASRA. Normally no NASRA races on Thursday night, but we will tomorrow night and obviously next Thursday night as the road to the NASRA 500 continues.
Got to keep an eye on Jeff Burke out there, isn't he? He's managed to slice and dice his way back up through the field. And you never count out Jeff Merck when it comes to a race win. He finds a way to stretch that car to get it to the end. Tristan Bruce has always been in the mix, and Jacob Reeves is right up here on the inside of Tristan Bruce. You can see for the 57 machine from Georgia.
I think it was all strategy for Merck. Reeves as well. Just kind of play in the back, stay in the back, be patient. Third stage, though, I think it's going to really pick up once we get past lap 100 and hit under 50 to go. Right now, Tiffany and Vail still battle side by side. Alzewski now right behind them for that spot as they come to the line. Lap 80 completed.
Yeah, Big Al's looking for an opportunity around the outside. He has been seizing some of these opportunities when they present him. There's your front 2 up the road there. Jonathan Cofield. There is a lap car of the number 3, Joshua Rodriguez, believe it or not, who's running up the front with everybody here. He is now about to be lapped by our race leader, or at least trying his absolute best not to be lapped by our race leader. He's down 9 places currently at the moment in this race on lap 82, Wes.
Cofield, Tiffany, Vail, Alzewski, Larch, top 5. Here comes that cloud cover again for the second time. bellowing, hovering above the drivers here at Chicagoland. That could possibly change handling on these cars now as they work their way down into turn number 3.
It's going to be at 90 Fahrenheit. We're about 4 o'clock in the evening here at race time on April the 2nd. And that's just a trick. It's actually April the 1st, but you've all been April fooled. Ha ha ha. No, of course, this is Chicagoland Speedway weather conditions. Up the top there. We should get a sponsor for that too there, Wesley. Perhaps the Daytona 500. Anyway, Caulfield has to get past the back marker here as smooth operating as he can because he still want to maintain that 1 second gap that he has. But from these two battling out behind him, and that's Greg and Bo Tiffany.
As we mentioned, the NASRA 500, it begins next week. We'll have 4 nights of qualifying races.
Oh, big tank slap, Wes.
Wow. Tiffany.
Oh.
Vale, Alzewski, been going at it big time there for 2nd through 4th.
God, it feels like
Look at that cloud cover, man. It seems like it's literally almost getting into the late afternoon here.
Well, these cars don't have any headlights, but we won't get dark enough, thankfully. I did a race the other day, actually, in Red Bull Ring there with Super Formulas at Wesley, and I don't think that they it was about 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Light.
You couldn't see anything.
Chicago has
lights, okay.
As you see, the lights above it. The light poles are above us.
But not the Red Bull
Ring. It's just not on. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure you do hit the like and subscribe button and get ready for the big 500 there. And all those streams, upcoming races are scheduled, so you can actually go here on the NASRA channel. Just click on the channel, view channel button, and have a look at all the upcoming live streams there and hit the notification bells for any of those ones that you're available for. If you're available for all of them, click them all. Wesley will be there.
Yeah, myself, Jacob Reeves, driver analyst, I believe Timothy Hammond will be here a time or two, and obviously Dean Hopton. He can call the race, produces as well. We have a lot of great things planned, a lot of things right now that we're working on behind the scenes that obviously I know you are, Dean, that people don't even know about, that will all be unveiled when we have the big race. It's not a race, it's an event.
Yes.
But we're definitely looking forward to it when it all culminates on Saturday afternoon.
Well, the speed difference at the moment, Andrew selects to go up on the outside apron. We'll scrub a bit of speed there. You'll see that the 35 goes defensive. That's Bo Tiffany. And he knows he's going to come straight back up into the front fender there. But then again, Andrew Olaski gets a good run out of there. And now, will Bo Tiffany have enough space if he comes back up? I don't think so, Wes. I think this could be Andrew's position. And there, see, Bo had to lift off a little bit when he come back up. Otherwise, you've got to be straight into the door of him. And so, there it is, Andrew up at a P3.
Thanks for everybody again watching. As again tomorrow night we will have coverage from Atlanta, the race on Monday. It will air in its entirety, and I will say that Dean, that the race, I understand from talking with Cody last night, was rather interesting. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to give away anything, but I will say I was told it was an interesting race, so you want to tune into it tomorrow night.
Oh, the DSR Electric, yes. Certainly. Tune in.
Hey, by the way, Robin Dunn is off that 10-minute timeout, and they're back posting stupid stuff again. Okay. I would block them.
It's
a spam bot. It's a spam bot. You're the weakest link, Robin Dunn. Goodbye. And if you're not a spam bot, then you should know better than to post nonsense like that. Is side by side, Wade up the racetrack, battles with Brian Chu.
Good battling
That's
here.
going on for 10th, 11th, and 12th on the racetrack. And here comes Burleson in the walls, all right. And he saves it.
We're on board with Cody, not at the moment there. That lovely spam bot out there is just taking my attention away for 2 seconds while I sort that out. So bye-bye. to Spambot and say hello to Jackson Wade and Tony Burlington, there's Buzzy Mongol going down on the inside apron a little bit there, scrub some speed off. There's Cody Knott. We're so looking forward to Cody Knott actually getting a good result soon after all those years putting in all that effort and all that fantastic graphics that you see on your right-hand side of the screen and so forth, and running this fantastic league with Brady. It'd be good for him to get a result. He got very close to it the other night, didn't he, there, Wes, and just fell a little short.
Sure did.
Well, there's the mech stuff.
Working another lap, closing in on lap 100. 93 completed at this time. Cofield has just dominated here at Chicagoland. You want to talk about a man from the pole? He has led all 94 laps in this race. It has been a long time, Dean, since in NASRA I have seen somebody lead such domination here.
And he's lapping traffic like he's on a Los Angeles freeway. No problemo for Jonathan Caulfield. He's actually, believe it or not, it's still Joshua Rodriguez, that number 3 machine. He hasn't got past him yet. Joshua Rodriguez is holding his own. In fact, it's probably, if anything, it's helping Jonathan Caulfield get a nice little toe there. Certainly if Joshua Rodriguez can match that pace, and look at those last lap times, he's certainly right on the money there. 31.4, 31.3, but look at it behind Jonathan Caulfield. It's just the same pace, so it's not hurting Caulfield at the moment to be tucked up behind Joshua Rodriguez.
Somebody asked me, they said, when do we come back with the NASRA C.O.P.S Truck Series Season 10 returns? I believe it's going to be February the 14th. Valentine's Day, the day of love.
Ooh. Yeah, you'd be taking that fence out for a nice dinner, my friend. Jeff Burke, Matthew Robertson, Justin Clapper, Jacob Reeves in this mix. Somebody was mentioning about the Reeves versus Jeff Merck battle. That'd be quite interesting, wouldn't it?
The NASRA Clash. The NASRA Clash for the C.O.P.S Truck Series and the NASRA qualifiers will be on the same day at Daytona, February the 14th. Then the duels on the 21st. And the 28th,
so busy.
February the 28th, will be the Crown Jewel race for the NASRA Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series Season 10.
Bo making his way back up through. He's battling it out with Andrew Alaski. They have been for some time. Tristan Bruce further back has been battling it out there with Michael Larch for some time. Then Justin Clapper's by himself. You go back a little bit further, Brandon Schumann just loving to be ahead of this pack of Jacob Reeves, Jeff Merck, Brian Chu, Jackson Wade. They're all here. Throw a blanket over them. Let's fire up the Barbie and let's have a barbecue.
Yes, sir. With a little Vegemite sandwich for the appetizer.
You haven't tried any. I'm gonna come over and visit you there, Wes, and I'm bringing. Oh, your brother probably drank some Vegemite, didn't he?
My brother and I joked during the December about Vegemite and all that good stuff. Yeah, Vegemite. Look at this, Merc in the Navy. In the Navy.
We can see
little
the
village people there.
60 car. There we go. He's sporting a different livery this time. He sometimes have a camo livery, of course, too.
Yes.
For the Navy, so
I love the car.
You can't see him on the track there. He's camouflaged. Jeff Burke, you didn't get
He's on the camera tonight. Yeah.
No,
where is
cam.
What do they call him? Pookie? Where's Pookie at?
There's Pookie. Dawn, where's Pookie at? Dawn, get the camera on Jeff Merck. It's too late now. Maybe if he gets himself a nice podium position, might hook it up at the moment, but he's battling it out with Jacob Reeves, the redneck announcer.
Kristen Bruce, to answer your question, the scoring pylon is missing the number 10.
Yeah, they figured it out. Shh, don't tell
That's why
him
you're not seeing Jeff Merck.
Don't tell him. I can pull it up this way. You won't see the rest of the drivers, but we will show that for now. Because it's where the action really is in the top 13 places, so we'll keep it like that. But Jonathan Caulfield, wow, he's got caught in traffic. Greg has caught him big time here, Wesley. So
yeah, I think Bell was saving something here for now as we're just after lap 100. Remember what I said a few moments ago, about 20 laps ago, Dean? I said, let's get to lap 100. I think it's really going to turn up.
Here
we go.
Caulfield's getting loose. He's been sitting behind Joshua Rodriguez for a good chunk of change of laps now, and that's not going to compromise him. He's got to find a way past. If he doesn't, Greg Vale's going to be happy on this one. Greg Vale.
Vale says enough is enough. There you go. Single file, back to the line. We are over 100 laps into it. A matter of fact, if you're doing the math, 44 to go. Next time by 45 to go at the line now.
Caulfield's got all his blown service happening for this race right now. This is the first time that Jonathan Caulfield's been under massive attack from anybody in this race so far. Stage 1 victory, Stage 2 victory. He wants the trifecta. Get the fastest lap and you get the quad. I'll tell you what, Greg says, well, my friend, I'm starting to spot a weakness with you. It is possible, perhaps, to beat Jonathan Caulfield in Chicagoland.
Hey, I see 10 now. I see Reeves at 10th. You fixed it, Dean.
I told you, I've got it up there at the moment. Won't show the other drivers outside the P19 place for now. Well, Greg Vale wondering if he's going to be always the bridesmaid and never the bride on this one. Finally, but he might go for a 2-for-1 special here, because you know that Caulfield's been fighting tooth and nail here. He's going to have to get past Joshua Rodriguez, as I said. Joshua Rodriguez still putting up the speed of the 3 machine. He does not need to yield, does not need to move over. He's got the pace.
Right.
Is it slowly frustrating Jonathan Caulfield or not? I don't know. I think Caulfield's a smooth operator, mate. He doesn't really get too ticked and peeved. Or not, he doesn't actually tell us. There he is.
Smooth operator.
Yeah. He doesn't seem like he's driving that gets too ticked behind the wheel. But
that's right.
We'll see, because through
Look at
this.
this. Lap traffic, though, is in the way, and he's causing fits. Caulfield now. Vale on the outside. Going after the 58. Lap cars a pickup top. Finally, the 3.
Not
Clear
yet.
pass.
Snapped it.
Goes high as Caulfield sideways a minute.
He snapped a little bit. It seems like as soon as he gets on that power a little bit, the rear end goes loosey-goosey. It seems to me that Greg has got so much more confidence right now with his machine. Look at that.
Oh!
Caulfield's struggling big time to get past the back marker of Joshua Rodriguez. Joshua Rodriguez is not lifting, is not giving up. He doesn't have to. He could fight for this position. He does not want to be a lap down here on 107 or 47 with 41 to go, Wes.
Well, here's the deal. Rodriguez is on the tail end of the lead lap. Okay, he's a back marker car. He's on the tail end, meaning that he's going to do everything he can to fight to stay on the lead lap if he can.
Oh!
The leader, Caulfield, turns into the wall.
Oh.
Vale and Caulfield get into the lap car, and they crash in turn 4.
Wow. Wow.
The leader, the dominator of the first 2 stages. Caulfield still crashing on pit lane, trying to come to a stop.
And he is towed back because he's got he's towed right there. Not too much of a tow, but I tell you what, if you're Jacob Reeves in the booth, we would have beef. I think there's beef for sure with that one. That back marker is going to be a big problem. And I tell you what, the cows are mooing. And I tell you, one person right now is not mooing. One person doing all that in the booth. You saw it live. We're going to go back and replay that one. Wesley. Whoa, that's a big one.
Unbelievable. Heartbreak for Caulfield. I think Vale is going to be the new leader. I don't think that Vale got into him, honestly, Dean. I think Caulfield hooked on his own and lost it.
He did.
Look at this. He lost it on his own.
Yeah, you were right. So forget the beef. That's out. That's already cooked. That was Caulfield.
And look at Caulfield driving through the infield grass, no wall in the infield separating pit road. And remember, he talked about the car being wicked loose. Look at him shoot it hard right into the wall.
Oh, no. And, of course, he can't see anything at the moment. He's just got to point it that one direction. He got the steering wheel straight. And that's a huge one. So, apologies to Joshua Rodriguez. No fault of your own. We just saw that back in the replay. So, Caulfield made us. It wasn't
Joshua Rodriguez or Greg Vale. It was none of them.
No. And now heading down
and
the pit road.
And they're all pitting, and Caulfield is out of it.
Oh, he's rage quitted.
He's out. He's done. Caulfield is done. This man dominated the first 108 laps of this race, and now he's done.
Who will get out first now? Who will be our new race leader? It's got to be Portland. They're all coming out of the pit lane like a 2 million miles an hour. Maybe Greg. Greg should get it. There he will. Bo Tiffany P2. Michael Life. Trisha Bruce making his way up through here. Andrew Orlowski. Brandon Schumann. The Merkstar. Brian Chu. The old Reeves.
Man.
Jackson Wade will round out your top 10. Wes. It's time for a commercial break to get yourself some popcorn.
Hold that. We're not going to break. I want to
not.
hear from Cofield. I want to get his thoughts.
All right, there we go.
I want to hear from Jonathan. Jonathan, it's the booth, man. What happened?
Hello?
Hey, Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan, you got a copy. What happened, man?
Just disrespect from lap car. Sitting there trying to get by him. He's going to block me and run side by side with me. Just, shows lack of respect in this league. I'm over it. Whatever.
So Rodriguez was holding you up. Obviously, I don't know if you knew this, but he was on the tail end of the lead lap. So obviously, he was trying to stay on the lead lap. But
there's nobody ahead of us for miles. I mean, if I get by him, it is what it is.
But on the replay though, Jonathan, I know he's battling you hard on the back straightaway. But I know when you came off of 4, your car just shot hard right and hit the wall.
Yeah,
there was nobody around you.
Yeah, I seen where I finally got by him and the tires wore out. We was getting ready to pit, skating on ice, and I had him clear, so my foot put a little bit more pedal in it. It kicked right, and when it kicked right, I steered to the right, and it just hooked into the wall.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Jonathan, that's back marker. If it's road courses, mate, that'd generally be a big blue flag waving. But, you have to say Rodriguez has every right to continue not being lapped by you guys. You were chasing him down for a good chunk of change. You had a big 1 second, almost 2 second gap over everybody else. Did you feel that you could not get past Joshua Rodriguez during all this before this happened? What was causing that?
Yeah, the high side had to run. I hadn't been on the high side all night. I knew turn 3 and 4 there's a bump up there, so I didn't want to.
All right, we're gonna go
get up there and sacrifice.
Continue, my friend.
Green flag.
Well, we're back to the restart. Jonathan, thanks for your time, buddy. I know you had an amazing run going for you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, keep with it, mate. Just don't forget you got stage 1, stage 2. Clearly, a man that could dominate this track. I put that one aside. Have a sit back, relax, and watch the rest of the show there. It just panned out, unfortunately. We've seen that before when cars being lapped there, Wesley, but you can't take away the pace. The man was clearly no problemo to win this race.
Put it back there with Blue Line Racing, and again, winner of the first 2 stages. Frustrated indeed. I think maybe if he could go back and watch the replay like we have several times, he'll maybe kind of cool off and not take it out on Rodriguez. As we got contact, Schumann into Alzewski, and it's going to wad up the field behind him. Alzewski's not done crashing. Other cars are spinning. I believe is that Merck? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Jeff Merck. Pookie down to the bottom of the grass. And we're crashing again here in Chicagoland. I told you, Jacob. I told you, Dean. The fireworks were going to begin in stage 3.
Yep, absolutely, my friend. Cautions breed cautions, and the door and the bell has round again for another round. So all the drivers will get to go back into their corners.
Wow. Mark Cofield, I get it. I know you might be frustrated with the leaders and BS and full-on blocking, but I will say this, though. He was trying to stay on the lead lap. It wasn't a car, and I'm not trying to be an advocate for Joshua Rodriguez in any shape or form. I'm just calling the race as we see a replay of what happened here. Flashing on the screen was Jackson Wade.
That's not good,
bobbles
actually.
up the field, and then you see Schumann into the left rear, right front hit there by Schumann into the left rear of Alzewski. Wade pops back into view. Merck's got nowhere to go. That's where he got turned.
Yep.
And I'll say this, though. I'm not advocating for Casey Rodriguez in no shape or form. There was bumping. There was the back marker car or tail end of the lead lap racing hard with the leaders. I get that. But the overall crash that took out Cofield was literally losing it off of turn 4 on his own.
Yeah.
Look at this replay. Schumann into the left rear of Alzewski.
Bang.
Clapper just got by. Dang, how boy, he got lucky. 33, Jeffrey Johnson into the outside safer barrier. And another accident here.
That's a big one late in this race. Well, ServPro says, okay, you know, if you want.
At it.
Yep, this is Jeffrey Johnson. He just gets nowhere to go. Just clipped him and into the safer barrier, and a bit of damage done to the 33 driver as well. Jeff Merck, of course, it wasn't Merck's fault in this one. Merck was just here, wrong place, wrong time. He sees them come together. He just plants his foot to stay straight there, but he gets clipped. I think just too much power on the inside apron, not enough grip. Remember, they were just coming off a green flag as well too, Wesley. So the tires probably weren't even up the temperature too. So they were definitely going slippery, loosey-goosey all around the track.
But you got to remember too, also Jackson Wade's car was blinking in and out, in and out, in and out.
That as well. That threw you off.
And Mark came down on the 96 from the top to the bottom. When he did, when he popped back in view, Wade got into Merck. That's where Merck went around. Back with more in just a break. Stay with us.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. If you have an outdoor project that we could help you with, we have 0% financing for a year. So if you have a project you won't be using your money, why not use our money? It doesn't cost you anything. Now's the time to be thinking about that project you always wanted to get done. It might be a lawn sprinkler, might be outdoor lighting, might be drainage, and or maybe outdoor holiday lighting that you need help with. Now's the time to be thinking about that. Give us a call at the office, 410-721-2342, or hit the link below to find out more about TLC's financing options.
TLC is the best in lawn sprinklers, outdoor lighting, holiday lighting, yard drainage, and more. Let us take care of your project. Get your free, no obligation estimate from TLC today.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Hope you guys are enjoying this race. Let's take it down to the booth and get updated on what's going on.
$31 to go. Pace car onto the pit lane. Here comes the field back in the TLC Incorporated restart zone. Chicagoland has gone topsy-turvy in the virtual Windy City to change the outcome of this race. And we're not done yet.
Yeah, how's that? Greg now was battling tooth and nail. Bo Tiffany to get that. But Greg was battling tooth and nail to get that position. I'm sure he wanted to get the position legitimately on track and not with a caution, Wes. But hey, it's just the way, unfortunately, it works here in Chicagoland and certainly here in the race. We did hear from the man himself that was a little bit upset at the situation, Jonathan Caulfield. But once again, as I always say, glass is half full, not a half empty. It was his race. He knew he could have won it, and he got a little loosey-goosey on that one. Frustration creeped in for battling a back marker, but we still have many, many laps to go. 30, in fact.
Coming to 30 to go, under 30 to go now. And like I said, this race has been mighty quiet until this third stage. And like I told you, man, I got a feeling once we get past lap 100, the fireworks are sure to begin, and it has not disappointed.
Yeah, you're going to make me get that fireworks sound effect for the Daytona, mate. There we go. As huge battles, 3 wide, occurring in the background. We knew this was going to happen already. Drivers are trying to see some opportunity to get some early positions here in stage 3, Wes.
Jackson Wade back in the mix again. By the way, Greg Vale looking for his second win. Last time he went to victory lane of the NASRA Cup Series was October 23rd, 2024 at Homestead, Miami.
2024, wow, he's definitely due for that anniversary special of a race win. Jeff Burke is making his way through the field. Didn't I tell you that? You gotta look out for old Pookie, mate. When push comes to shove, he gets it done. He gets it done late in a race. He may not get some of those stage wins as often as he'd like, but he certainly is looking to get the race win, the big points, get that big padlock next to your name. Jeff Merck's already got one, so he doesn't necessarily need another. Trisha Bruce has got to be battling with it. We've seen these two have a little bit of a Christmas card exchange early in 2025 and 2024 and so forth there, Wes.
Jeff Merck was the winner at Daytona back on October 16th when the season started. The first winner of the NASRA Cup Series from Punta Gorda, Florida. Merck and Bruce now side by side Watch now. Larch, and we got a caution.
Oh, Matt Holmes.
Caution is out. Trouble on the front straightaway. It's Holmes in trouble, along with Tony Burleson.
Mm-hmm.
79-5. Wreck on lap 121.
That's when cautions breed cautions again. Re-rack and restack them. At least we got a couple laps under our belt on the grid flag racing, which is what we like. I don't mind an accident every once in a while there, Wes. But we get a little frustrated, of course, when there's a caution straight after another caution, straight after another caution, and you do not get any green flag racing. But we got it here, and let's find out exactly, thanks to the Pulse Pops replay of what happened with Matty.
Watch the replay. Watch this again. This
Oh,
is
it's
the final. Wow, whoa, no, that's Jacob Reeves into Robinson. It calls Burleson and Holmes to check up. The redneck announcer eats the wall here on the front straightaway in the 57. Watch again.
Oh.
Side draft gone wrong. Reeves and Robinson in the 41.
We'll go back and look at the chopper cam on this one. So Jacob's up on the high side. Keep an eye. Whoa. Does the 41 get into him? Or does Jacob come down to the 41? That's a 6 to 1, half a dozen to another.
Let's watch this again. Put it in play.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, boy. Looked like the 41 came up on the driver door of the left side of the Reeves car. And then Holmes, Burleson, nowhere to go. Wow.
Yeah, Matt Holmes and Burleson were just innocent victims of this party. You'll see that battle up there from their perspective. They can cut. You couldn't really see because the car comes in front. So there they go. They're dooring each other. And unfortunately, bang, as Jacob had nowhere to go, comes back straight up into Matty. Tony will have a look at his perspective from this one. He's probably going to be closer. Let's have a look. Dang. Oh, you got to say the 41 may have come up into and Jacob. And we're not just favouring Jacob because he shares the booth with us. Jacob's sliding. 41 hits the apron. And then this corner here, bang, there. I don't know. That's one for race control. Whereas I don't.
Well, yeah, because part of me now from that angle wants to say Reeves came down on the 41.
Well, you say Reeves came down
from that angle that we just saw. It looks like Reeves might have came down on the 41.
That's what we got to get.
Different camera angles can show different things here.
Well, let's talk about that 500.
Like Reeves came down.
Yeah. Well,
NASRA 500. We'll take a break with under 25 to go. We'll settle it at Chicagoland. When we come back, get ready for the great American Sim Race next week.
Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time. Drivers, start your engine!
The biggest event in the history of NASRA since 2020 takes place next week. Join us for NASRA Speed Weeks for the NASRA 500, the Great American Sim Race, presented by Glass Mechanic. Coverage begins next Monday all the way to next Saturday, February 3rd through the 8th. Jacob, myself, driver analyst Timothy Hammond, Dean Hopton, NASRA 360 Racing Network. Going to be a good one. And close to 160 to 200 plus of our best virtual simulator friends on the call. $2,000 to the winner, and we're back to green to settle it here at Chicagoland.
Can Greg get it done here? It's good to get that nice lead. 22 laps to go is enough time for the other drivers to build up that momentum and try to challenge him. At the moment, Tristan Bruce in that P2 position up 21 places. He'd love to get that victory out there, and he'd love to get Christian Bruce out there fired up in the chat.
Newman, sideways. Yeah, man, that last accident, it looks to me like it's from two different angles. One angle looks like the 41 came up on the 57. The other angle looks like the 57 came down. And what's going on here? Bruce and Tiffany for the lead.
Oh, there's beef at the moment, my friend.
Back to third. Here comes contact, and they're crashing. Oh my God! He's in the wall.
Flag is out.
Val tried 2-3 times to save it, and then he eats the fence in 4.
There goes a potential race win like that. And what just happened on your pitches there, Wes? Well, we saw Greg, and we saw Greg, unfortunately, have a moment. Where did it start? Did he get a push?
Unbelievable.
There's already tangoing here. So look at that. So we've got Tristan getting a little door in there. There's tap once. Pushes him out wide. He still has composure. Loses a bit of space. Lifts off to avoid the fence, I think. And then there's a little bit of a push reaction and bang.
Damn, right there. Left rear mark in to Vale. You can't make this up. Left rear hit, Merck into Vale. Vale once, twice, 3 times the save. No, crash in 4.
Ouch.
Man. And it's only a single car accident also. I thought he was going to take out the whole pack when he lost it. Sliding in 3 there, Dean.
And an immediate tow. And that to me indicates a massive frustration. So 2 drivers. Are we having a little bit of unlucky to lead this race at the moment here in Chicagoland, my friend, in the Stage 3, because so far, anybody that's led this race is now essentially retired. Bo Tiffany now. You're the man in the hot seat.
Man.
And Christian can't take it out there. She said, I can't take it. Well, your lad, Tristan Bruce, is still in that P2 position. He's got an opportunity to do it. Jeff Merck, well, that's going to be a bit questionable, of course, as you had mentioned. Yes, we'll go back and have a look at that one more time because we still have another pace lap around here before we go green.
Man. Look, I said it when we came on the air after stage 2. I said I got a feeling we're going to get to that 3rd stage. We're going to get to lap 100, and then all hell's going to break loose the final 50 laps, and that's exactly what we've seen.
Let's have a look at Jeff Mack's position. He's stable in the middle of the track here. It's the 56 that comes down. See? Bang. Jeff's not moving his steering wheel. I put that on Greg.
Yeah. Greg Vale and Merck fighting for that spot.
Yep. But Greg was already loose, remember, at that point, too.
Yeah, let's rewind it. Maybe let's go from on board. Oh, boy. What am I want to see here? Let's go with Merck. Let's go on board with Merck.
So they're already door banging. They're already bumping. The speed difference is already 56 scrubbed a lot of speed. He comes in.
Whoa! See? Yeah. Vale came down.
Yep. I'd have to determine that one.
Vale came down. Merck had nowhere to go.
Now there was a chain reaction.
And that's the thing about these races, man. You know, in these camera angles, real life, virtual reality, you literally can see 3 different perspectives from these different camera angles.
Yeah,
part of me wanted to say Reeves came down on, you know, the car he got into. And then on Robinson. Another one wants to say, no, Robinson came in and hit the left side driver door of Reeves and vice versa. You know, the same thing about the accusation of Rodriguez in the 3 causing, you know, the man that dominated this race with under 20 to go, Cofield, to crash out. Pace car on pit road. It is not done yet. Got to get to lap 147.
Green flag, green flag.
17 remaining as the TLC restart zone. Green flag back out at Chicagoland. And Dean, the process of elimination also continues.
17 to go. Let's see if we can get a couple of laps under our belt there of green flag racing before anybody gets turned. Unfortunately, right now, Bo Tiffany's in what you'd say the unlucky spot there for P1 at the moment. Has been not a place that's been in there, but Jeff Mack's putting some challenge onto him. I was going to say, thankfully, we do have all these camera angles in the virtual sim, because I was speaking to a producer the other day that does broadcasting in Australia and television and stuff, and he said, look, if I had all these camera angles, I would use them. Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh, so I lost those pictures for a second. 3 wide.
3 wide. Bo Tiffany Hot dog flying out of the bun on the inside. Merck on the bottom. Bruce up top. Bruce back to the lead as they thunder into 3. And now Wade jumps out of line in 3.
This is going to get spicy and dicey, my friend.
Wow.
Better get your popcorn ready. Sit back, relax. Put your seat in the upright position and your tray table stowed because we're about to land. 15 to go. Somebody wants it. Who is it? Trish and Bruce in the lead now.
In the words of the kids today, it's about to get giddy. Bruce now to the lead of the 23. Tiffany in second. Couple of drivers from the Tar Heel State. Wade in third. Merck on the bottom as they make contact. Schumann and Larch up the track.
There's Yel Pookie. Given everything he possibly can, coming off that Concerns of Police Survivors finale win. Didn't get him the championship, of course, but certainly got him the win there.
Oh, yeah. Every inch of Chicagoland Speedway, from the top to the safer barrier to the bottom of the aprons, being used as Larch and Schumann have contact again. Stacks them up behind them with Clapper, Robinson, and Albright. And the storm is brewing again off 4. Look at this. Tiffany, Bruce for the lead. 13 to go.
Trish and Bruce holding on tight at the moment, but Jackson Wade, Jeff Merkel hunting him down the start. There's been a little bit of a gap there down to Michael Larch, Brendan Schumann, Matthew Robertson climbing his way back up here. Justin Clapper's been in the mix. What's going to happen? Keep your eyes peeled. 13 to go. Almost 12 to go here on turn 3 there, Wes.
3 cars fighting for that second spot. Contact made. Merck and Wade going at it again. Larch right there. Contact again going to 1. Leaning on one another. Schumann now runs back down the deuce again. 6 cars. Throw a blanket over him for the win as we're closing in on 10 to go.
Maybe throwing a fire blanket over this driver so they behave themselves. There's going to be a whole bunch of cars on the fence there. Whoa, Merck goes loose.
Smoke bellowing from one of the cars, working off 4. Now it goes away. Now we literally stack them up 3 wide again. Merck's the monkey in the middle. Hold on, Pookie. Clapper to the inside, Schumann on the outside. It's magical. Working in 3. Schumann up the hill. Clapper to the bottom. And Merck says it's go time. Ladies and gentlemen, strap in. 10 to go. Merck and Schumann door to door.
It's pushing my iracing limits too as well too. So I hope the pictures will remain as they are. Because tell you what, whenever Jeff Merck's in a race, my friend, it's certainly exciting. He is up 19 places. Jackson Wade is up 22. Trisha Bruce still holding on the lead, but we have to keep our eyes peeled here. Wes?
And while that goes on, Tristan Bruce has checked out. It's now 0.4 of a second. 9 to go. Thundering off 4. Bottom of the apron. And the cat and mouse game is on between now Clapper and Merck. Clapper to the driver door, Merck. Merck rubs him. They get side by side. Contact!
Oh!
Merck's in the wall! Merck's in the wall! Merck's in the wall!
And we're going to stay in the
He
wall at the
holds
moment.
it!
It's green still. It's
He
green.
stays in the gas. We're still green!
Wow.
Unbelievable, Dean!
I don't think that's over yet, Wesley. I do not think that's over yet. There's a big pack of cars that had to take some avoiding actions there. Thankfully, did not cause one of those NASRA big ones at the moment as we're deep into this race. Cody Knott's caught up to this pack there, seeking himself a P10. Everybody's getting loosey-goosey. But Tristan Bruce's attack from Bo Tiffany. He's in the lead, but Bo Tiffany says, I want it. Don't worry about if I'm at crutches or not. I can race a rig, Bo Tiffany!
Oh, Tiffany! Dirt tracks it off 4. Below the apron, Bo Tiffany. Falling back to 3rd. Jackson Wade down to the new spot.
Can Tristan Bruce hold on? Everybody's throwing the kitchen sink and everything at him currently at the moment in this race lead. He's gained a 4/10 gap there. Jackson Wade's got his head down and he's getting on with this one. He knows at the moment with 7 to go, this is an opportunity for this race win. Both of these drivers up 22 and 23 places in this fantastic race there, Wes.
Tristan Bruce has not won a race in the NASRA Cup Series. Jackson Wade has. He won back in December at Indianapolis. 5 laps to go when they come to the line next time by. Coming up post-race wrap-up, we'll grab the podium. Don't forget about Atlanta tomorrow night, the re-airing of the race from Monday in Atlanta. And the final broadcast before the NASRA 500 begins with the preliminaries on Monday night. To the line, open hand, 4 fingers and a thumb, waving from the field of Barney on the flag stand. And now, Tiffany and Larch, they battle for third. What might have been for Bo Tiffany. Yeah. He might have burned up his tires. And now, actually, they are reeling back in the top 2 like a pulse popper fishing reel. Hook, it's Bruce, it's Wade. Larch and Tiffany are back in the game. 4 to go with 6 miles left in Chicago.
Could be any of the top 4 currently at the moment. They have a bit of a gap there, actually, from down to Justin Clapper. So, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Justin Clapper back here. He's trying to hold off the rest of the pack here. But this is where your eyes need to be peeled for to go. Because Tristan Bruce, once again, under attack. Now it's Jackson Wade's chance to try to steal the race win.
And here comes the cloud cover as Bruce falls back to second. Wade goes to the lead. 3 to go. Here comes Larch out of line. Tiffany right back in him. There's your top 4. There's the gap. 2.5 seconds back is 5th on back.
They're attacking big time, aren't they, on the back there, Tristan Bruce. Tristan Bruce got to give it everything he can to stay onto this P2 position at the moment. He might not have enough. He has enough. I wouldn't count him out just yet, but he's been completely blocked on the inside there by Michael Larch. So he's got to have to go around the outside. Jackson Wade elects to go in the middle, and I would do that perfectly if I was Jackson Wade. Force around the outside, force around the inside. Stick to your guns. You have the track position.
2 to go. It is going to be this foursome right here to settle it out. And they are all reeling one another back in. Larch on the high side. Wade on the bottom. Time is running out, but so is the field behind them. Here comes Larch. He'll make his move. Carhartt forward to the inside. Back to the outside. Stays behind Wade. Wade, Larch, Tiffany, Bruce. Here you come. Time's run out. Sand is gone to the hourglass. 1 to go in Chicago.
Yeah, Jackson Wade goes on the inside as well, so he's well aware that he's going to make that number 96 car as wide as possible. He's only got 1 more lap to go. And backstretch, that curvy backstretch you're talking about at the moment, it's not a straightaway. 3 entry. Michael Larch putting the last-minute ditch effort here, Wesley. Can he get him? Can he get into it?
Here he comes, Larch. Got to get a run on the bottom on Wade. He cannot get him. Indianapolis winner is going to win at Chicagoland. Jackson Wade is now a 2-time winner in the NASRA Cup Series, joining Octavio Rondoletto, who won last week as well to be a 2-time winner. 2 weeks in a row, now 2-time winners on the season. And what a one we'll never forget, those final 40 laps here at Chicagoland. Some wild racing indeed. Jackson Wade holds off Michael Larch, Tristan Bruce, Bo Tiffany, Tristan Bruce. At the end, what a battle for the final 4.
Has to get it done in the last dying stages of this race, in the last dying corners, and look at that, last minute attack, not enough. And Jackson Wade gets the job done solidly. Good on him, and well deserved. There he is. Burn it down, my friend. The 96 is on top.
And did you notice how that cloud cover, I really believe, Dean, that cloud cover, man, really changed the outcome of the race. Like, cars freed up or cars were tight. The massive cloud cover at the final, 5 laps of that race, I think it changed a lot of things on handling. Obviously, I think, man, these guys going at it big time. When it's all said and done, look at them celebrating. Jackson Wade, Bo Tiffany, and even Michael Larch. We're going to get their thoughts in a minute, but man, what a race. What a show. Jackson Wade, the TKO kid, getting it done.
Yeah, shot up to 84, 85. We'll be back after a quick word from Bob, and no doubt we're going to get a word from these drivers as well, too, and we'll go through that running order there, Wes.
Yeah, let's take a look at the results when we come back from Chicagoland as Jackson Wade continues to burning it down, in the word and the lyrics of Jason Aldean, winning here at the ServPro 225.
In a distant kingdom, in a magical realm, there lived people who faced dreadful drainage problems on their lawns. For many years, they suffered from puddles and mud in their yards. Until one day, the saviors from TLC Company appeared with their magical shovels and lifted the wet curse from the kingdom's residents. Forget about puddles and mud. With us, your yard will become a genuine fairy tale nook. Call us right now, and let's transform your drainage concerns into a magical adventure. TLC, where every home becomes a fairy tale.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. You got a outdoor lighting, landscape lighting system. Maybe we installed it. Maybe it was there you inherited in your house and you want to upgrade it. Now's the time to give us a shout. We'll come out and take a look, evaluate what you do have, tell you what you could have. Give us a shout today for all your outdoor lighting needs. We'll talk to you soon. Hey, Bob Carr with TLC. Spring's upon us. If you got a wet yard, it's not going to get any better. Now it's time to give us a call. Let us come out and take a look at your drainage problem in your property. We can get you a solution. The dogs, the kids be tracking in mud. Mom will be mad. So give us a call. Give us a shout today. Talk to you soon.
TLC is the best in lawn sprinklers, outdoor lighting, holiday lighting, yard drainage, and more. Let us take care of your project. Get your free, no obligation estimate from TLC today.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Hope you guys are enjoying this race. Let's take it down to the booth and get updated on what's going on.
Boy, if you strapped in, that first up to 100 laps was quiet. The final 40 laps to the finish was phenomenal. And when it's all said and done, second win of the season, Indianapolis, and now a Chicagoland winner for Jackson Wade, Michael Larch, Bo Tiffany. And another reason why they're so damn ecstatic is it is a 1-2-3 finish for Mission 1 Esports. We will chat with them in just a moment. Here's a look at the results of the ServPro 225. Wade, Larch, Tiffany, as I aforementioned. Tristan Bruce will fall back to fourth. Clapper, Schumann, top 5. Then it's going to be the drivers of Schumann, Knott, Chew, Albright, Walton, top 10. Robinson, Corner, Mongold, Joshua Suss, Gagliano, top 15. Matthew Garrett, the MTV car, will finish 16th. Jacob Reeves will finish on the lead lap in 17th. Jeff Merck, 18th. He was in the hunt. Got in the wall, did not cause a caution. He'll finish on the lead lap, though, in 18th. Tony Burleson will finish 19th, last car on the lead lap. Cars 1 lap down or more include Brandon Broadfoot, 20th, Rodriguez, Vale, Holmes, Johnson, Alzewski, and the man that dominated the first 2 stages, 40 laps down at the finish, of Jonathan Cofield. The celebration is on for the Mission 1 Esports team, and Jackson Wade, congratulations, your second win of the NASRA Cup Series. Is this one more special than Indy?
Absolutely. Indy was a special one because it was my first NASRA win, and fighting with Bo in that one was super, super fun. But this one was just one-upped on that one, just that much more. Through the second stage, I honestly did not think that I was going to go anywhere but backwards. I fell back quite a ways, but once stage 3 started and everything started going our way, we got up to 1, 2, 3, and it was all between us, and we all knew it.
Man, that's got to be pretty special, right? I mean, your teammates, but then it's kind of like you all got a race for yourself. When did you feel like the 96 had the momentum to go for the win?
I mean, once I passed Jeff Merck there, and I was sitting in third place. I was watching the two guys in front of me get a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger each lap. I knew I had something for it, but I really wanted to see Bo go and get that win. So I think when I backed down a little bit to watch him go take that win, once they got side by side and burned up their tires, the momentum switched to my direction.
Dean, you got anything for our winner, Jackson Wade?
I don't. Well, I do, Jackson Wade. 24 positions gained, mate. Just qualifying, you didn't even need to worry about qualifying, mate. You're just going to go win the race. And if you're going to be doing it this way, you're going to be in the Daytona 500 and you come back from the back of the field to win the big Daytona 500 event.
Oh, I wish. Climbing up through this field was a blast. I mean, unfortunately, not being able to qualify is always a hindrance, but I've always loved this track and officials and league racing, and I knew I had something that I could climb up for, and I mean, I feel like I did pretty well today, and yeah, I wish I could do the Daytona 500, but I'll be out of town for the race day, but unfortunately can't do that one. But this race is really what is the most special to me right now.
Obviously, the road to the playoffs beginning soon for the NASRA Cup Series, man. Do you feel like this puts you in a catapult to try to run for the championship?
Yes, I would say that. But unfortunately, before the playoffs even started, I know I can't win. I can make it all the way to the second to last round, but even if I went out all the way through the playoffs, I'm gonna miss the final race. I'll be in Disney World on my honeymoon.
Ooh.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, bud, before we let you go, thank your sponsors.
Yeah, absolutely. IBC on the hood and the side of the car there, K1 Speed as well. All my friends and my family that are watching this right now, thanks for the support. I know a lot of them are super excited right now getting to watch me win, and it means a lot to me that there's a lot of people supporting me. And of course, my teammates, I don't think I'd be anywhere without those 4 guys that are on my team. And yeah, I mean, as you can see, they push me all the way to the finish no matter what the race is.
Congratulations, Jackson.
Thank you. Jackson
Wade, getting it done. And his second win, Indianapolis, and now Chicagoland. Jokingly, Jackson, prenup. No, I'm just messing. Congrats on getting married in Disney World, all that coming up today. He gets it done at Chicagoland. Jackson Wade and Mission 1 Esports have got to be excited. 1, 2, 3 finish, and another guy that we're going to speak to, haven't really spoke to him in a while, I don't think it's been, is Michael Larch. Michael, right there in the battle. He's won a race at Michigan. Okay, it's a 2-mile oval, but they kind of have some similarities. Michael, what a race here, man. I know you got to be excited, too, for second.
Yeah, for sure. To have our team finish 1, 2, 3, couldn't ask for better results, especially the way the race was kind of unfolding there. As Jackson kind of said early on, I qualified second. And then I was dropping back, and I thought I was just taking care of my tires, but I don't know. I guess wasn't pushing hard enough. And then for me, on a new set of tires, every time we got to a lap 16 or 17 on those tires, my car just wanted to break free for about 2 or 3 laps. And it was everything I could do just to keep it going straight. But just stayed up front as much as I could, and we all worked together, tried to help each other out coming through the field, and was there at the end.
Michael, I got to ask you this question. We saw at the final laps, especially like with 3 laps to go, damn, it got cloudy. I mean, it looked like it was almost close to nightfall. The cloud cover, how much did it change the outcome of the car to the finish of the race, do you feel?
Definitely made it tighter for me. I definitely had to back up my entries into the corner a lot more. I couldn't just drive it in there and get hard on the brakes because it gets wash up and push up. And you saw that throughout the last couple of restarts here, guys kind of washing up into the corners, into the outside lane. But everyone in the top 10, top whatever, throughout the whole race, these guys, we were racing hard, but for the most part, they were keeping it clean. A little door bang in there, but nothing major. So that's all you can ask for at these tracks.
Michael, I guess I'll ask the same question to you like I asked Jackson. How comfortable are you getting ready for the playoffs, man? Obviously, you won early in the season. How competitive has this series been? Obviously, getting ready to decide who will be the inaugural series champion.
Oh, it's super competitive. Any track we go to in this league, I feel like any of these guys can win it, especially when we're bouncing around from the 3 Cup cars. So anything's possible. Any of these guys can show up any week and take it. But I feel pretty confident with that one win. Got me locked in. I'm leading the points right now for the regular season. My main goal is to keep gaining that lead on the guys in second and third and so on. And I think I've been doing that the last handful of weeks. So my first goal is to lock up that regular season championship and then get after it with these guys. And, hopefully we got some more teammates up there and we're battling for a championship at the end of the year.
Daytona coming up in 2 weeks after the NASRA 500. That is the final points race of the season, as we were told. But Michael Arch is leading the point standings. Michael, thanks for your time. Dean, you got anything for Michael?
I was going to say, Michael, mate, I tell you what, just take one off your number, all right? You started in P2, all right? You finished in P2. You got number 2 on the car, mate. I got a suggestion. Put P1 on the car, and then you'll end up finishing first. That's it. It's so simple, mate. Just cross that 2 into a 1.
I wish it was that easy.
Anyway.
I would definitely do it, but yeah.
No, you don't have to change the number, my friend. You get the job done for the number 2. So GG's on that one. Certainly the man on the top of the time sheets, the top of the points as well. That's all that matters, because when the playoffs in Daytona, that's when it comes to push comes to shove. So GG's on that one, Michael.
Well, Michael, thank your sponsors, buddy. We appreciate it, man. Good job.
Yeah. I guess Carhartt on the car this week, and then Paxco Corporation as always. And I guess everyone watching through the broadcast, you guys do a awesome job. It's entertaining week in and week out. And I guess all my teammates, as Jackson alluded to, we work really hard trying to work together and, talk about strategy and different lines and whatnot. And I guess try and keep everyone cool, calm, collected on the same page and just get to the front of these things.
Beautiful looking race car, by the way, man. That Carhartt Ford number 2. I love the colors. They stand out. The metallic, or kind of the, if you will, the silver number 2. Really looking good looking race car. And again, Mission 1 Esports 1, 2, and 3. That's the thoughts of the points leader as well. Trying to wrap up the regular season points championship for Mantua, Ohio's Michael Arch. Again, there's the results for those watching. Let's grab down the man in third. It is a 1, 2, 3 podium for Mission 1. Bo Tiffany, I know you got to be happy. You're ecstatic. What a race. What a fun race tonight, wasn't it?
Oh, man, that was awesome at the end. I mean, I'm proud of my teammates for finishing 1-2, and, I'm really proud that, I raced good with Tristan there. I mean, I think that both of us just wore our stuff out trying to beat each other, and, I was really racing hard with Greg Veal there. Unfortunate what happened with him there. So I used up the tires. So, and that's part of being a team. Like, we race with each other, but there ain't no team rules. I mean, we're not going to lay down. We're going to race the hell out of each other and go win it regardless, know. So 1, 2, 3,
It was wild. And I got to say as well, you told us earlier this afternoon, or in the race when we spoke to you at the end of stage 2, that, hey man, I just got out of surgery. I got a cast on. I got to get help with get in the boot, get in the chair. And amongst all that, dude, you were right in the hunt to possibly win this race.
Yeah, I mean, all I can do is try. I'm hurting. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna probably ice this thing down here afterwards, but I mean, it's part of it. I love this stuff. I love my teammates. I love our team. That's the thing I've loved about iRacing. I've met some really great guys from around the country, guys I used to race with in real life, and guys I've met along the way. And we've put different teams together across different series, and we have a good little bond. We work hard together. A lot of people watch this broadcast and think that it's just a game, but they don't see a lot of what goes on behind the scenes, not just with our team, but with a lot of these teams in the practice sessions and the strategies. And we think this through just like any crew chief would a race. We work it backwards.
That's right. Yeah, I second what you said, Bo Tiffany. There was a time in my life where I might have said, hey, man, you're crazy. I don't build friendships, relationships with people that I know on the computer world. But I think after COVID, or during COVID 2020 and here now, I think it changed all that, because you can literally build good relationships with people and friendships along the way. There is a respect, there's an admiration, and it is a big family here at NASRA. Sometimes we have our ups and downs, and we have our beefs, if you will, as Jacob calls them. But you know, it's also the good times, and I know this is a special moment for Mission 1 Esports 1, 2, and 3. Your take on that too, Bo?
It's very special. You know, we're looking to grow the league, and then with adding this Wednesday night deal, you know, some of us all reached out to each other. You know, Larch and Robinson and Dean. You know, like we've raced together in other leagues. We've won Truck Series team championships and races together. And you know, even Jackson, he came from another league with us. We started putting guys together and say, "Okay, who do you want to come running with us? What can we do? How can we build on this? Who can we bring to NASRA?" And that's, you know, that's transpired over into Mondays and Tuesdays, you know, with a lot of different guys. I mean, I could go through everybody's names, but I mean, there's a lot of guys on our teams between Brady's teams and Cody's teams. And I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into this that I don't think people understand the amount of practice sessions and talks. And, you know, it's kind of like real life racing with how much effort everybody puts into this deal.
Dean, you got anything for our buddy Bo Tiffany? By the way, originally from Courtney, New York, now resides in Mebane, Graham, North Carolina.
Yeah, you'll have to update that for me, Bo, so I can show that one correctly. I'm going to ask you, if you're feeling better, will you be in the 500? And wow, I mean, you're talking about yourself that's just coming off surgery and you banked on a podium position. You're running up the front there. A race win was up for grabs as well, too. So, mate, you know, nothing's going to keep you out of a race rig, will it?
No, man. I mean, it's kind of like real life racing. You know, you suck it up, you go on. You know, you do what you can do. Yeah, I am entered for the 500. We're gonna, you know, take it slow and see what we can do. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, I got some hellacious teammates here. We're gonna go try to win some of these qualifying races and show up this 500. I know there's a lot of big names, there's a lot of people, but I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, we got some really good guys that want to go win this thing.
Going to be a big one, February 3rd through the 8th. It starts here before we go off the air of what's to come for the NASRA 500 presented by Glass Mechanic. But again, don't want to take this moment away from the Mission 1 Esports team. And Bo, man, congratulations on the podium in third. Man, this was one that I think I'll say for sure I won't forget this night. This was a really, really great NASRA race, and the phenomenal finish as well. Man, any of you guys could have really won it at the end.
Yeah, for sure. And really anybody in the league. I mean, this was anybody's race. You know, there were circumstances that happened, but like Justice said, it's racing. You know, there's a lot of different outcomes, a lot of different things. And I think that's one thing that's been exciting about Wednesdays is to see all the different outcomes with changing different cars and different things. And I think that's what's really played into a lot of this, you know.
To have, 11 races where we had 11 different winners, and for sure, fun times, man. Before we let you go, bud, thank your sponsors. We'll see you Monday night, NASRA 500. Get ready.
Yeah, I mean, thank you, you know, my kids and BNCBs and, you know, my family that supports me. And, of course, my wife's been helping me put my shoes on. And, you know, everybody that's behind this deal, you guys in the booth and everything you do there. And, you know, Cody and Brady, everybody that helps put this thing together. And, again, all my teammates, everybody that's been behind us, behind the scenes, and all the sponsors and families of all of our teammates that help put all this together.
There you go. Bo Tiffany and Mission 1 Esports. They'll finish 1, 2, and 3 when it's all said and done. Jackson Wade gets his second win in the NASRA Cup Series presented by TLC Incorporated and Premier Racing Setups. And, man, what a race it was indeed. Jackson Wade, Michael Arch, Bo Tiffany, all those three drivers on the podium for Mission 1 when it can complete here this evening. We will take off next week. Remember, we're off, but we're not off. That's Leslie's hashtag fake news. We're off, but we're not off because we have a whole week of action for the NASRA 500. We're going to take a break after promotion of that race. I'll give you all the details on the Great American Sim Race as, again, we wrap it up at Chicagoland when we return. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. If you have an outdoor project that we could help you with, we have 0% financing for a year. So if you have a project, you won't be using your money, why not use our money? Doesn't cost you anything. Now's the time to be thinking about that project you always wanted to get done. It might be a lawn sprinkler, might be outdoor lighting, might be drainage, and or maybe outdoor holiday lighting that you need help with. Now's the time to be thinking about that. Give us a call at the office, 410-721-2342, or hit the link below to find out more about TLC's financing options.
TLC is the best in lawn sprinklers, outdoor lighting, holiday lighting, yard drainage, and more. Let us take care of your project. Get your free, no obligation estimate from TLC today.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Hope you guys are enjoying this race. Let's take it down to the booth and get updated on what's going on.
Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time. Drivers, start your engines!
So Jackson Wade celebrates here at virtual Chicagoland. Mission 1 Esports, that whole team has got to be ecstatic. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, we now prepare for a week off for the NASRA Cup Series. Not really a week off, because now they prepare for the Great American Sim Race and the NASRA 500, which begins this upcoming Monday night. There you see the upcoming schedule. I know that it says that it's a playoff race, but it is not a playoff race. Literally, we have the race for Daytona, and then the playoffs begin at Vegas. So there's an error there. We will be off for the NASRA 500 presented by Glass Mechanic Week, but then we come back on February the 12th for the final race of the regular season, Dean. The final race of the regular season will be at Daytona, where it started at Daytona, and then we move into the playoffs. So there you go. Hey, the NASRA 500 is mere days away. Let's give you a little idea of how things will go for the format. Up close to 160 drivers. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and tell you real quickly what the final number is looking at right now of the entry list, is what I was meaning to say. As that race is literally closing in to becoming a big show. Right now, we have literally got close to 150 drivers signed in for this one, and it is going to be a big one. Listen, it all starts on Monday through Thursday. There will be 3 75-mile qualifying races. Monday through Thursday, 3 30-lap qualifying races. Now, listen to me very carefully. The top 3, I think I said the top 4 earlier. My apologies. The top 3 advance to the duels for Saturday. 4th through 14th advance to the last chance qualifier races on Friday. So as again I said, the 3 qualifying races on Monday through Thursday. Top 3 advance to the duels. 4th through 14th go to the last chance qualifier races. Everyone else from 15th on back have got to find a way to buy back in or re-race, redone again. Now that will be going on for 4 straight nights, Monday through Thursday. Again, 330 laps, 75-mile qualifying races. Top 3 advance to the duels of 1 or 2 on Saturday. 4th through 14th go to the last chance qualifier on Friday, and then everyone else has to try to waste their way back in. Friday will be the last chance showdown races, the last chance qualifying races, which will consist of 3 100 mile, 400, I'm sorry, not 400 mile, apologies. 3 100 mile, 40 lap races. The top 17 advance to the duels in each of those races. And then Saturday, it leads up to the Great American Sim Race. Dean Hopton, 11 a.m. Eastern will be duel number 1. It again will be 50 laps, 125 miles in duel 1, duel 2 the same, and then the field will be set because the top 20 advance to the NASRA 500 from the 2 duel races. That's how you get in. The best thing, the first things first, Dean, you got to go in through qualifying races on Monday through Thursday and not put yourself in a last chance qualifier. That's your last chance to make the show, but then that just puts you in the duels because that doesn't guarantee that you get one of the 43 starting spots to run the 500 on Saturday afternoon.
Well, and also it's going to show that you and me can't just sign up there and turn right, turn left actually. There was, because, I'm there, Wesley. You just can't hear me at the moment. If you have to just join and rejoin there, Wesley. I had a little bit
Dean,
of
are you there, buddy?
Yes.
Dean Hopton.
I am here, Wesley. They can hear me out there in the stream, but you
I
can't
can't hear
me.
anything Dean is saying.
Wesley can't hear me in the stream at the moment, so I'll just rejoin. Wesley, can you get a copy now? Yeah, Wesley, we had a little glitch at the moment, my friend, so you couldn't hear me, but everybody in the chat could hear us. But I was just saying at the moment there, yes, you got this qualifiers to make sure that people like you and me just don't rock up there and drive and start putting everybody into wall because we don't know what we're doing. Leave it to the experts.
Yeah, did they hear any of me giving the ideas?
Yes, they did. All that's on the broadcast, Wes. That's fine. You just couldn't hear me for a second.
Where did you go? What the world? So,
I got you, Wes. I got you.
I got you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyhow, when it's all said and done, it's going to be a fun one, and we're looking forward to it. Jacob Reeves, Dean Hopton, driver analyst Timothy Hammond, and myself, Wesley Outland. Look forward to bringing it to you next week, February 3rd through the 8th. It will be a fun one. It is the virtual Great American Sim Race, our NASRA 500. It is going to be explosive. We've got all sorts of cool features, vignettes, so many cool things that Dean's worked on to make the experience for everybody be enjoyable, no doubt indeed. If you are a driver that's running the NASRA 500, you need to get your information filled out. If you have not, please do so. And if you're anybody out there that's already signed in and you got a lot of yellow boxes on your name, get that stuff filled out, please, because that only enhances your opportunity to get better information and a better rapport, better kudos on the broadcast. For us to literally just say your car number and your name, we don't want to do that, right, Dean? We want to know who you are, where you're from, sponsors, if you got any in real life on your sim card. We want to do that, and obviously we only get what info people give us, so it's going to be a fun one, Dean. Can't wait for it.
It will be an absolute fun one. Looking forward to it as well, too. Thank you very much, Wesley. Of course, there it is. There's your lovely information to pop up on the screen there, Wesley. You can find yourself there on Facebook and X at Wesley Outland there. He's just, the man sleeps with a microphone, Wesley, don't you?
I wear a lot of hats. I wear a lot of hats indeed. So, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this one. Matter of fact, I already told the bosses that I do basketball next week, and I told them, I said, guys, I'm telling you, I'm doing it from home. I'm not doing it on the road. I'm doing my basketball. You better find a way to make it where I can be mobile to call them, because I am committed to honestly calling the NASRA 500. And I know the snowstorms kind of changed things, but I point blank told them, guys, I'm doing this. I'm committed. And I know Jacob is. I know you are, Dean. We're looking forward to it, it's sure. Man, your final take-up tonight at Chicagoland. As I said in closing, this was a pretty damn wild race, one we're not going to forget.
Got some breaking news out there from Christian Bruce as well, too, saying Team Brucey and Pookie will be in season 2025 and make racing great again there.
Wow!
Hey, thank you.
Crispin Bruce and Jeff Merck, a.k.a. Pookie, teammate.
Are we going to have...
We got beef!
Beef or not? Been a pleasure sharing the booth with you again there, Wesley. Tomorrow night, the DSR Electric. Don't spoil the party. We do not know what's going on. The race has already been. We'll be broadcasting.
Tired myself, man. I'm just yawned. My goodness. Tomorrow night, Atlanta. That is the, of course, re-airing of the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series race from Atlanta. Legacy Atlanta, by the way. Not Super Speedway Atlanta. Legacy Atlanta. Oh, man, I was told that, like, they only had 23 laps on the pit window for fuel. I heard it was wild. It was wild, Dean. We're looking forward to calling it tomorrow night with Jacob Reeves and myself, Dean, on production on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. And again, of course, we race after that will be Monday night and the NASRA 500. Hey, this weekend, if you're not doing anything, check out Motorsports Mania Network. Jacob Reeves, Dean Hopton, and myself have the Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray Stadium. Coverage will begin at around 5:45 Eastern, 6 o'clock Eastern Saturday night with the practice qualifying heat races for the Clash at Bowman Gray. And then, of course, on Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, we'll have the big race. And again, a lot of cool things going on. It'll be like a radio call. You'll see telemetry, timing and scoring, maybe some graphics of the cars and all that good stuff. And Dean, I know you're excited about that one, man. Motorsports Mania. And obviously you're also not only going to do a NASCAR, doing the trucks, it sounds like, and Formula One and IndyCar. So it's going to be really cool. And somehow, some way, NASRA will get mentioned in there throughout the weekend as well, as we got our love for our NASRA people.
NASRA, there of course, yeah. There's the Cookout Clash at the Bowman Gray, and Motorsports Mania will be one of those parties that I'll be presenting at. This is really rough graphics at the moment there, Wesley, but there it is. And of course, Motorsports, we support NASRA, and NASRA has supported us, and that's the way it's going to go, because it's going to also, what we're hoping for is that we're going to get people that are tuning in to watch races and stuff, and they want to be a part of racing themselves, not just watching it on the real life racing. They go, hey, how do I want to drive a NASCAR? Well, we're going to tell them how exactly they can be a part of the NASRA Racing Network. They're in contact, obviously, to go to the website there, fill out a form there, be a part of it, sign up there, and enjoy the many nights of racing that we have here on NASRA.
Jump on board. Motorsports Mania Network again. It'll again Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray Stadium on Motorsports Mania. We look forward to bringing that to you as well. As always, follow NASRA at North American Sim Racing Association.com. We need to work on a graphic for that, by the way, Dean, because obviously it's not NASRA-Racing anymore. North American Sim Racing Association.com. That is the official website of NASRA now, and obviously they will be off. The Cup Series will come back in 2 weeks, and it will be at Daytona. Thanks again, as always, to Justin White, TLC Incorporated, Bob Carr, Premier Racing Setups, and you, the audience, back at home, at the office, kicked back on the recliner, laying in your bed.
The water cooler.
Okay, I'm going too far. Anyhow, it was great having you. Hope you've enjoyed it. As always, for everybody at NASRA, including Brady LaBeouf and Cody Knott, thanks again, as always, to producer-director Mr. Dean Hampton. I'm Wesley Outland. Be good to one another. NASRA 500, 4 days away. We'll see you tomorrow night for the trucks at Atlanta.